Hello, welcome again. We are solving Indian Forest Services Mechanical Engineering Paper 2 of year 2023. Question number 1D is explain in detail the influence of any four factors on volumetric efficiency of an automotive IC engine. So here the volumetric efficiency of an IC engine is primarily affected by factors like intake and exhaust manifold design, valve timing, valve lift, intake air, temperature and pressure, cylinder sealing, piston ring condition, exhaust back pressure, engine speed, and overall geometry of combustion chamber, including the clearance flow. Essentially, everything that impacts the amount of air-fuel mixture drawn into the cylinder during the intake stroke relative to the cylinder's total displacement. So now we will discuss these factors in detail. First is your intake system design. Here there are 4 points. First point is intake manifold geometry. The shape and size of intake manifold can significantly impact airflow and pressure distribution within the cylinder. And intake runner design. The proper runner design can optimize airflow at different engine speeds. Next is intake valve size and lift. Larger valves with greater lift will allow more air to enter the cylinder, increasing volumetric efficiency. Next is valve timing. The timing of valve opening and closing relative to the piston position affects the amount of air that can be drawn in. The next factor is your cylinder condition. In cylinder condition there are 3 points. Piston ring where the board piston rings can lead to blow by which reduces the amount of air entering the cylinder. Cylinder board wear. Excessive wear in the cylinder board can affect sealing and air intake. Cylinder head gasket integrity. A faulty head gasket can cause air leaks, reducing volumetric efficiency. So the next factor is air flow characteristics. So that you can remember also, and you can write it in exam. Other factors you may find some difficulty to write in exam. So that these are the most important factors. First is your intake air temperature. Higher intake air temperature results in lower density, decreasing volumetric efficiency. So higher temperature, lower will the volumetric efficiency. And intake air pressure. Atmospheric pressure directly impacts the amount of air that can be drawn into the cylinder. Next is exhaust back pressure. High exhaust back pressure restricts the flow of air out of the cylinder, hindering the intake pressure. Okay, so these are the most important factors that can be written in the exam. So next is engine operating condition. Engine speed. At very high engine speeds, air may not have enough time to fully fill the cylinder, reducing volumetric efficiency. Next is compression ratio. A very high compression ratio can also negatively impact volumetric efficiency due to increased air resistance during the intake. So these factors can also be remembered. But first two is difficult to remember, so these can be written in the exam. So I have downloaded from internet. You can also download. Okay. So this is just theory.